Thanks to the Almighty, the most gracious and merciful, that we are here today to interact with. And your teacher has reminded me of Mike's class 9, 1983. The film is Pratidhan. The song she has just presented before us, written by Gauribhushan Majumdar. The film was wonderful because in that film, and we watched it, class 9 in Silchar. I don't know whether I bunked my class or not, but I watched it. Because in that film, one of my senior in Aligarh Muslim University, I did my English BA Honours and MA English in 1992. In that department, English department, I have a senior student, and he was in that film, Nashiruddin Shah. Many people know at that point of time, Nashiruddin Shah was a very famous Hindi film actor, and it was him who was for the first time in film Pratidhan in 1983. Nashiruddin Shah was appearing along with Victor Banerjee. Victor Banerjee is born in Assam, by the way, another very famous actor of Bengal. Victor Banerjee was born in Tezpur. He was there. So this also reminded, and the words she has recited in Bengali as a song, most of these words are actually loose translation of the words which we have in Quran. Andhakare alu futao prabhu. What is that? Qulillahumma malikal mulki tu'til mulka man tasha'u tu'izzu man tasha'u tuzillu man tasha'u yadikal khair innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Tulijul layla fin nahari, layl, raat, nahari. Tulijul layla fin nahari wa tulijul nahara fil layl. তুমি দিনকে রাত করো এবং রাতকে দিন করো। তুলিজুল লাইলা ফিন নাহারি ওয়া তুলিজুন নাহারা ফিল লাইল। নেক্সট, তুমি মৃতকে জিন্দা করো এবং জীবিতকে মৃত। The same word is in a song, so we like it, but when the Maulana says Kulillah, we feel it is more religious. That is in Arabic. The essence is Mongolo Deep Jale what? Rabbi Zidni Ilma. Or in Sanskrit, Tamoshoma Jyotirgamaya. Andhakar theke alor dite amake. We all have to pray to the Almighty that you are the most beneficent and merciful, and only you who can take us from darkness to the light. Tamoshoma Jyotirgamaya. Tamoso, black, Jyotirgamaya, white, bright. And the same thing is in Quran. Rabbi Zidni Ilman. Hereof, O the Protector, give us ilm, the learning, the knowledge. Or in another place in Quran, which is a motto of my own university, Aligarh Muslim University, Allama al-insana ma lam ya'lam. You have taught the human being what he knew not. Means it is only the supreme power of Allah, the Almighty, who teaches us things we did not know. Why I say this? Because many of the things we do not know, we only know because we are a thinking human being. Ashraful makhluqat, we are the best creature of God. Human being. Look around. The God has created so many animals, am I right?
Yes, sir.
But they are not becoming engineers. The monkeys, the cows, the donkeys, nobody is becoming engineer, doctors, only we are becoming. So in that way, we are Ashrafal Makhluqat. Makhluk, the creation, and the best creature of God. Now when you create a best creature, if you make a very good car, one thing is good, you have made a very good car, very nice car, very fast, very beautiful. But what is the danger of a best car also? Anyone? After making the car, what can be the danger?
Accident.
Accident.
Pollution.
So you have to, very brilliant. more interesting. Pollution, yes. But if you are making a very nice car, it will not have much pollution. You will have Bharat stage 2, stage 4, environmental clearance. So you need what in that car to stop that accident? One is that the person who is driving the car must see. So you need a glass so that he can see who is going in the road. And second, you need a control, left and right. If you make a best car and if you cannot move the steering, you cannot go anywhere. It can only go on a straight road, but if you have to take left, you cannot control. Second, when it starts going, you have speed. But at the same time, what you need? Brake. So if we are the best creation of this makhlukat, the universe, then we also we have dangers. We also need some control, some brake, some looking forward. Otherwise, this beautiful car will meet with an accident. It has to look forward to see where it is going. It has to take left when it is needed, right when it is needed. You need a good steering system. And also you need speed, but also you need brake because it has to stop somewhere when needed. If you suddenly see one cow is moving, you cannot say Bismillah Rahman Rahim. You have to brake. Some people, one day I was driving, not riding my car and in between Hailakandi, the triangle, what is called? Dholeshwari. And if you know Hailakandi, if you have your Nanivadi or something in Hailakandi, you know Dholeshwari and you go to Hailakandi. So in between there is a big, very nice road. So the car was good. Suddenly I saw my driver saying Bismillah Rahman Rahim. I said, what is this? You have already started from Baharul. Halfway over, what Bismillah? Bole sir ho gaya, wo raha. So when he suddenly saw a duck or a swan or something like a car, I think it is a hen who suddenly crossed the road. So my driver was smart enough saying that, oh Bismillah. Even if it died, it will be eatable. It will be halal to eat because the Bismillah has been said. So gari diye jab ho raha nikala So you need, so that car you need, suddenly if you see that car, you don't do Bismillah, you have to brake. And while braking, you should not break somebody's neck, your passenger should not fall down. So similarly, we as a human being, we have a nice, beautiful car, but we must look, we must see left and right, good or bad. What is left and right? What choice I have? We always have a choice. While driving car, if you don't know Dholeshwari Shilchar, then so you come to the Dholeshwari point, your driver should see there is a road going to Hailakandi and there is a road going to Silchar. Which road is better for you? He has to think at Dholeshwari where he is going. Am I right? From here he has to think, I want to go to Silchar, then he has to take right. If he thinks I want to go to Hailakandi, he has to take left. Thinking going Silchar, taking left means he will not go there. He will go, ultimately he will go via all the places after so much hard work. So another road, he will reach Hailakandi and ask people, where is Silchar Medical College? They say, hey, bhai, Dholeshwari taki to full time. Come over there, Hailakandi route. But at that point of time, somebody will guide him, will say, you have taken a wrong turn. You should have taken the left road to go to Silchar. You have come to a wrong road after so many kilometers. Now he realized he has come a wrong road. But Alhamdulillah, there is nothing to be. He is not going anywhere. Life is not finished. So people will tell there is another road to go to Silchar, but you have to drive another 40 kilometers. But you will go to Silchar. But there is another road. Human being, therefore, we must have a steering. We must know where we are going. Many of you are standing in Dholeshwari. If I ask you, Mare, kita vita pado ya? Many people will say something because they know already what you want to be. She is not sure whether she is going to Hailakandi or Silka. Now she is going. She will go another 1 kilometer class. What class it is? 5. Another kilometer class 5. Qualify Bajar, if she gets down and says, bye, she will join medical come by the. Then after 1 kilometer she can come back. People will say, oh, hey, listen, Doleshwari tongue bull mari diso. Aapne firiya jayenge abar. After reaching Hailakandi means class 10, after 5 kilometers. So there are points every kilometer, is not it? There is a bazaar, shops. So you can stop your car and say, bye, medical rasta boli. Then you get a direction. If you are wrong, people will say, oh, yeah, go back to that. Or they will say, oh, you have taken a wrong turn. Go back to Doleshwari and go to Silchar. But there are some overconfident drivers. Sitting near him, if you say, oi, chalo re jiga re. Right, 12টার সময় যখন গাড়ি যান গাড়ির মালিককে করে দেখি যদি কই ঘুমোর মাঝে সাটার মাঝে কই খানো জানে রে মানুষ রে জিগা রে এটা গেল আমার সব জানা আছে Many drivers are too smart. They don't stop their car at Bolivar Bazaar after 1 kilometer. So ask somebody, Paisa, this choro rasta good. They are overconfident. Even if somebody say, oh, jiga re, he will say, aha, keep silent. I know this road many times. I know it. At the middle of the night, without asking something, he drives 40 kilometers and then he finds Hailakandi Timuka and asks somebody by medical or rasta. Ino kila ila bhai. Kita khala jai. Ek kaam karo, oh bhai nahi hoga. Mota nahi. People will give you direction, but they will say, sorry, you have traveled wrong. For 30 kilometers, you have come wrong. If you go back 30 kilometers, it is hard journey. So you do another hard work, 40 kilometers from Bodjalanga and go to Silchar. So if you cannot say today where are you going, you are driving a car, don't know where it is. God has created the best car, but it does not have a direction. Now some people will drive the car. It is not always necessary to buy the car. Sorry, you know the destination. How many of you have purchased a new bicycle in your life? Yes. Fantastic. Thank you. Okay. You can put down your hand. So I have a lot of people who have. The experience of having a new bicycle next morning is that, and you will agree with me, is this. Hey. You want to drive it just for fun, without direction. नया साइकिल लुई बना दे कोता बेला उठियो एकबार देखसी कान आसे ना के पहिला सोचिन होला मायालाई आइते होइते तेना दिया खाली कुसा बादे क्या देखा जाए पाऊंगा फेदाउड़ा और बारिश ना आए बाबा बा माय को भाई इधर एकबार त फाकोड मारस्ता ने तो माय मामा से So when the bicycle is new, you take out that cycle and drive without any direction. भाई खानो जास रहे हो बात खाइए जास ना रे आओ थोड़ा एक चक्कर मारिया These are directionless people, but they enjoy. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
After the new bicycle, you don't need to go anywhere. You just want the bicycle to be on the road and go anywhere. आप किचु नवाले उठा लो साइड चक्कर मार because the fun of driving. So some people may enjoy without direction. That is what I'm saying, that if she cannot say where she is going, she cannot say I want to be a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer, it is not wrong. She is just enjoying how it is. You are enjoying? Yes. She is in class 5. She is now enjoying the study. Don't ask him where she is going. One day she will get out of the udhan. What is the English of the udhan?
Yard.
Courtyard.
Courtyard, yes. Yard is one. Very good. Yard is a plot of land. But when you say it is the angan, uthan, it is a courtyard. So one day the person will become confident. So after doing some few rounds, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, one day she will or he will get out of that uthan, courtyard, and go into the main road. The mother or the father will still shout, "Hey, follow that!" Am I right?
Yes.
But we want to go to the solar. Because we are bored. So one day she will get out of class 5, 6, this school, and she will say, there is a big road. Right there. But the people who have a direction, they are in a better position to reach. See the other driver, he will also reach medical college, but 1 hour late. Burning more fuel. Driving 80 kilometers instead of 40 kilometers because he has taken one wrong turn and go to medical college by a wrong turn. But he will also be successful. Ultimately, he will go to medical college. That we are sure. But time has been wasted. Fuel has been wasted. Life is like this. For some time you can drive it without direction where it is going. It is like a photo. But one day you have to ask, where are you going? Where I want to go. It is best to ask it in the beginning at Doleshwari, but even if you forget to ask there, ask it as soon as possible. Intelligent drivers, when they go on a road in the middle of the night, nobody is there. This is 12. So after some time, a smart driver will ask himself, a good driver will ask himself, am I going on a wrong road? I don't see anybody to ask. And then when you drive in Assam, in the middle of the road, middle of the night, particularly in village areas, it is very difficult to ask somebody where you are. You know? One day there is a very complex road between Baharul shortcut to Nilambaya. Am I right? What is that road is called? That road is very, very difficult for an outside driver to drive in the middle of the night. He take one turn and go to Fatehpur, another turn go to many other places, but not Baharul. So when I was driving, which means I was in the car, I asked my driver as usual, somebody in Nilambaya said, you take a short. At that time the road between Nilambaya Baya Kuamara was bad. It was being constructed. So somebody said, from Nilambaya if you want to go to Baharul, take this inside road. At the middle of the night there was somebody in Nilambaya, but by the time we reached in the middle of this road, there was nobody. These are all villages, small shops, they are closed. There is no street light. And after a heavy day and heavy dinner, dawat somewhere, I was sleeping at the back of the car. When I wake up, I see my driver is taking road after road, and he is not finding anybody to ask where to go, and he is just taking. And I thought I am already in Silchar, because I had a 2-hour sleep nicely at the back of the car. But when I wake up, I find my driver and the security person, the police personnel. I ask them, "Khano, who's it in this Silchar?" जी नहीं ये रास्ता आउट है लीचे कि तो वो हमारा होते पूरा रोनो आली पूरा सबको मारे. The policeman was from outside, the driver is from Silchar, so they don't have anybody. Then I shouted at them almost that why you did not wake up somebody. Middle of the night, all the shops are closed, nobody is in the market. What do you ask? Where do you ask? Simple brain, you should stop the car in front of a house. No. And ask him. That guy will be sleeping. Somebody will be sleeping in that house. Am I right?
Yes.
And if he does not have a ferocious dog, Alhamdulillah, many of us we don't have this kind of animal in our house. Between Fatehpur and Nilam Bazar and Mohakal, I don't think all the houses will have dogs. So you can knock and say, Assalamu alaikum, I'm in a problem. Can you tell us we have to go to Silchar? And then my police wala told another story to the driver. Then innovatively go ask him khali machore pura. He was an SMS guy, so he said he gave another explanation of this idiotic round in the middle. This is basically an idiot driving the car. But he gave an explanation. The policeman with the gun in his hand, he gave me an explanation. Sir, eto kiba boro to paise neki tak kali ghurai ase bole rati hate. So Budbok, you why did not stop the car, wake up somebody and say, sir, we lost our road. We want to go to Baharul. Which road? Problem finished. But there was another story after that. So we immediately found a masjid, and near the masjid there is a small attachment house for the imam, I think, or the khadim sahib to sleep. The priest of the mosque. Generally, they reside nearby. So this mosque, I forget the location and everything, but we suddenly saw a mosque, and the nearby, attached to the mosque is a small hut wherein somebody, imam or somebody is sleeping maybe, because the light is, it is a winter night, the light is coming. So I said immediately, stop. This is a light, and this is near the road, and this is a mosque. Must be the imam sahib or khadim sahib is sleeping there. Ask him. So because the driver is on the right side of the car, and my security man was on the left side, and the policeman got down from the car, knocked at the imam sahib's door. I think the imam sahib opened the door a bit, and showing a policeman with a gun asking for him, he ran out of the back room. And that Assamese security man, the policeman, was continuing to shout at him, "Oh Juna, pot jai, oh Juna, rasta to dekhai jao." Juna is running out of his life. So when you are driving, most of us are driving in a village. We don't have places to ask guidance. Master Sahab bujhani kitab bujhitam sai. We are in a village. We don't have guidance. Even if you stop the car, you don't find anybody to ask. If you want to know how to become a bank manager, whom will you ask? In your village, you don't have a bank manager maybe. If you want to become an IPS officer, in your village, you don't have an IPS officer to ask where is the road to become IPS. So you have to get the direction from your own effort. You have to wake up somebody and say, tell me how to become IPS officer. Otherwise, you will drive in a road. You may become IPS officer like going to medical college, but it will take more fuel, more time, more wastage. So ask yourself today that what I want to be. Knowledge has 3 dimensions. Anyone who gets educated, he faces this 3 dimensions of education. The first dimension is to know. Learning to know. Bharatvarsher Pradhan Mantri Naam, to know. My sister, when she was in school, and she has now 2 kids, both of them are graduate, big. She was my younger sister, the only sister I have. Even though she has become very respected, matured lady, with 2 grown-up sons, but we still, when we brother and sister get together, we still pull her leg. Why? Because one day the teacher asked her, Achar Jilar Duty Mokuman Nam Bolo. At that time, Karimganj and Hailakandi and Silchar, there are 3 subdivisions, small ones. Then Karimganj become one district, Hailakandi become different district. But in our child days, we used to have a question in exam. Name the 3 subdivisions of Kachar district. But in this stage, the question was, name any 2 subdivisions of Kachar district. My beloved sister replied, Uttar America or Dokhin. And when this result came, somebody from the school leaked it out and the teacher told anybody, time lesson, Uttar America, and then everybody made laugh of her in this class. Then we also knew the brother, so when she come home, and till now we make her, Amina no koisi Uttar America Dokhin. Even yesterday when I went back to Silchar to see her from Badarpur, she asked me, where are you? Uttar America to When I said, yes, I am coming from Uttar America, she said, Abo tumar mono ase ki. How did you? Asador vitre America harami So you see, the first step of education is to know what is the capital of Madhya Pradesh. If you study the first thing, Bhopal, you know. In the village, you ask 100%, how many people can say Madhya Pradesh capital is Bhopal? How many? What is the percentage? Guess.
40.
I know my motherland. This is my home also. Around 20% people can guess or tell you, knowing. If you go on the road and test everybody, after asking 100 people, you will get around 20 to 15 people can tell you. Most of them, they do not know. If you are educated, you know it today. After 40 years, somebody asks, what is the capital of Madhya Pradesh? You will say, Amar Bhopal Monofor, class 5. Oh, they kya bola? You may be forgotten, but you know. The first education is, but knowing is not everything. There is a second dimension. Second thing you do in education is learning to do. You can do something by it. First thing is knowing, second thing is doing. So you know what is the capital of Madhya Pradesh or capital of Assam, Guwahati, it is no. But if I ask you draw the map of Assam, then you have to draw, you have to do it. Because by mouth you cannot tell how is Assam. Even if I ask how is Assam, Assam is blue, Assam is green, Assam is what? You cannot say anything. So you have to do, and doing for map, you have to make a map, you have to draw a map. So you have to do. The third thing, dimension, or rather I will say that after this, those who can manage these two, they can drive. Now you have become a driver. But still you don't have that. You have to combine these two. Cycle utia, pedal malle, cycle agati jaibo, handle odolle daine pawe jaibo. This is no. Ita amra jani na ni shobe.
Yes, sir.
Janjani maan janan janjan cycle chalaite parban. Ke hoyse re diyo. Udiya haat pa bangi jai. Knowing this thing, you cannot drive. Tell me, what you need more? Direction is also there. What is more? What is more? Handle, okay, steering. No, what is more?
Practice. Control.
A bit correct, control. You need balance. The first thing in the problem of the cycle is, even if you pedal, you fall down. If you catch the handle very tightly, some people think handle will everything. Yeah? So they hold it. After doing this on the handle, the cycle falls down. Some people put too much attention on handle, they forget to pedal. So cycle fall down. You need a balance. Without and that's why first few days when you are riding a bicycle, what you need? You need your brother, uncle, father, mama, tata to catch it from behind. Because you don't have balance. How many people were helped like this? So many people were helped. Many people did not have a help, so they fall down, break their leg, but still know how to ride bicycle. Right? They steal their father's bicycle and try it. So first thing you need balance, knowledge to know and to do. In between you have to create a balance, otherwise it is useless. This is useless. If you read a good book on swimming, how to do swimming, সাঁতার কাটিতে শিখুন, এক সপ্তাহে সাঁতার কাটা শিক্ষা. You buy a book, knowledge is there. Can you swim? Even after knowing that this is how সাঁতার কাটা or swimming is done, you need what? Who said you? Brilliant. Yes. In my case, in my childhood, it was Kolagas, the banana tree. When I was in Silchar, I was using a piece of banana tree, the trunk of banana tree, which is a floater. And in my nani hall, nani badi gele kholshi ultaiya amra. That is also a very good floater. But the danger of kholshi is that if you are balanced in disbalance, it becomes more heavy. It will take you down. That's a very dangerous. So knowing how to swim is not enough. You must get into the water to understand the fear, the challenge. What is the biggest fear in water? Swimming, the biggest fear, why people who do not know how to swim, they fear water because of drowning. Now, go beyond drowning. It is not drowning. Some people do not drown. They give, homer one kya hale seekh de. So they are not, by 2 feet of water, you might have seen, Yasunila Manu. Seekh de, and those who know swimming, they go into the water without fear. And he who does not know, your brother, sister, friend, after going into 2 feet, you tell them, you will not be drowned. You are 4 feet. This water is 2 feet. But even 2 feet water is fearful to a 4 feet person. Practical? You have seen those people? Even if you tell her that you can get down 2 steps more, your head will be above water. Don't fear. But after coming this, they feel there is no air. After this much water, they started doing like this. That is the biggest problem. When you are in water, don't open your mouth. Because you don't take air by mouth. You take air by nose. No. But those who do not know swimming, they drink a lot of water. So, why it is happening? Because the knowledge, education is not complete by creating a balance between what you know and what you do. You can know swimming, but you cannot do swimming. Most of our education is incomplete. In this classroom, we don't know, only Allah knows how many doctors are sitting, how many engineers are sitting, how many lawyers are sitting. Today we don't know. But Alhamdulillah, I believe, and do you believe that there are doctors sitting in this classroom?
Yes.
We don't know. There are lawyers sitting in this classroom. Many years later, after 20 years, when I am no more, many of our teachers are no more, we have left this world, and you have come to this, you can say, oh, আমরা লোকে নজরা না গো গড়িতে হচ্ছে না ওগো গুলা ডাক্তার হয়ে গেছে you can only say this. Some boys will say, oh, আমরা লোকে বড় পঞ্চ গড়িতে হালা হইয়া তুতলাইয়া মাথি তো ওগো গুলা ডাক্তার হয়ে গেছে. You will be surprised. You will be doing this guy who is saying like this, he is doing a Duhan in Baharul market. Because he has knowledge, but he did not do. Sitting there, oh Areva, oh Horimogo will doctor. He goes to look at Bonito. Shatter Utambala will like to work. You will be surprised. Some people will become big from your class because they have knowledge, they know what to do, and they have direction. So the third complete education is to know, to do, to be. It to work. To be means to become something. Kuch hona. I want to be something. If your knowledge, your skill do not help you to become something, then education is not complete. So while many students will say, I have become a doctor, I have become a businessman, a large number of us will say only this. By sab, I tell kita khoda hai. এক লোক স্কুলে পড়েছিলাম ইয়া আল্লাহ সানি বালা কি কিনা তো তো কাম হইলো ও সব ও আল্লাহ জালা রাসূল their direction is somewhere only Allah knows. They cannot say I wanted to be an engineer, I have become an engineer, or I tried to become an engineer but I failed to become an engineer, but alhamdulillah I have become a good lawyer or a professor or a businessman. But those people who have tried, even though he has not become an engineer, he has become a trader, a businessman. He can say to himself, I wanted to be a doctor. Allah knows the best. I have become a businessman. I am happy, alhamdulillah. But I tried to become something. It is not a matter of shame. It is a matter of trying. You have a destination. So today, when you go home, you take a piece of paper or an old notebook, you do your prayer or whatever, you go to your room in your bed, take a white sheet of paper in your exercise book or a notebook, take a pen, say Bismillah, and try to write the first thing, what I want to be. मैं क्या बनना चाहता हूं और मैं क्या बनना चाहती हूं. What I want to be. You don't have to tell others. But they tell yesterday. You write it to yourself. Keep it silently somewhere. If you fear your friends are very wicked, they will find it out and make laugh. Don't even show them, don't even write. Even if you write, you erase it. But you write yourself in your heart. I want to become a lawyer. I want to become an engineer. And from tomorrow, you start knocking at the door because in your village there is nobody to give you guidance. There are some, your good teachers are there are guidance. You are on a highway. So many people are waiting. If you tell them, by breaking yours, where to go to Silchar, they will tell you. But from tomorrow you start asking everybody, otherwise you will go wrong side with 1 kilometer. It is better to ask everybody. Let them think you are a fool. Rather than not asking, and going 20 kilometers and then everybody know you are a fool. Not good to অনেক মানুষে কিদার লাগি জিজ্ঞেস আমার ড্রাইভারে কিদার লাগি জিজ্ঞাইছেন না হ্যাঁ এটা আমার জানা আছে এক তৈল হেতে আমার জানা আছে কতবার গেছি বদরপুর যাই না মারি খেতেন ধুম চালা ভুল রাস্তায় আর 2 নম্বর এগুলো রাস্তা জানা যায় না যে কিদার লাগে করে না করে যাও বা শিলচর জায়গার রাস্তা জানো না যা কত সুজা যাইতা বা যাও শিলচর আবার দিকে লাগে তোমার if here somebody will say that you are an idiot, you don't know how to go to Silchar, you better become an idiot. I am an idiot, I don't know where to go. Tell me which side is Silchar, left or right. It's fine, I don't know, not a matter of shame. But it will be matter of shame after going 20 kilometers to Hailakandi town and ask somebody, Baisa, oh Silchar rasta huni. Then everybody know this idiot has come 20 kilometers from the wrong side. Am I right? Yes, now you are certified, tested, idiot. Now everybody know you are an idiot. Which idiot come to Galeshwari to Hailakandi to go to Silchar? They go to direct Kataka, go to Silchar. From tomorrow, let people think idiot. You write yourself, I want to become police officer. From tomorrow, you ask your uncle, you ask your teacher to invite a police officer to this classroom. Your teachers will do it. You are a girl, you want to become SP of Hailakandi Karimganj one day, IPS, lady IPS officer. You invite one of the lady IPS officer in Hailakandi or in Silchar. You will find many IPS officers or Assam police service officers who are women. Invite them. If the teacher does not want to help, write a letter. Madam SP Hailakandi, we are students of this. I am a girl student studying in class 4. I have a dream to become a police officer. Will you visit me, our school for one day? Do you think any good police officer will refuse that letter? You will become headline. One class 6 girl from X school from Baharul wrote a letter to the SP and the lady come to see her in the classroom. It happens. Knocking at the door. You have to wake her up, you have to tell. Otherwise, this police officer, she is a girl, we used to have Pilot Borwa, SP Hailakandi. I don't know. Otherwise, you have a civil service officer, ADCs, Dr. Khalida Sultana and others, who are deputy commissioners or additional deputy commissioners. They are civil service officers. So you have to involve all that. If nobody helps, you try. If somebody has a mobile, you ask him, uncle, show me how to become an IAS officer. That uncle will become happy, he will try to help you. You have to ask. You are driving in the middle of the night. You will not have people to tell you, but you cannot drive the wrong road. If there is nobody on the road to ask the direction, what do? You wake up. So if you want to become a bank manager, ask somebody to ask a local lady branch manager or a gents branch manager, whatever. I say lady because everything can be man or women. Alhamdulillah, with your hijab, there are judges. With your headscarf, there is no problem. There are judges of US Supreme Court with hijab. There are big police officers who are chief of British Constabulary, chief of British Police. She is a Muslim girl with a hijab. You want to become. If there is a problem, alhamdulillah, then Allah knows the best. Rizqa Malik Allah. Allahu Khairul Razqi. He is the best giver of the food. So you have to remember that if I want to become a police officer, it does not mean they will take my headscarf away, they will not allow you to pray, it will become, don't listen to anything. I will be the first Muslim women IPS officer with hijab in India. If not in India, in Canada, in Australia, in England, there is no stoppage. You have to have the faith. It is your inner strength. But you must say to you that I want to be. Write that sentence in your notebook today. I want to be. And then put a dash. You don't need to fill it up today. Think about it. Think about it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no problem. After 1 month, you said, Inshallah, this is my destination. I want to be a lawyer. And from tomorrow, the moment you write this, you start knocking at the door. Ask your teacher, ask your madam, ask people, ask your relative, uncle, anybody. Ask your teacher, how many of you want to become lawyer? Ask your teacher, sir, call a good lawyer to our school. Let him tell us how to become a good lawyer. If you want to become a lawyer, start planning now. Class 5, class 6, class 10, start planning now. Today if somebody asks what you want to be, Allah jane ki metric pass kori lei bade cinta kor bajane boichon ta sasi maile boichon hota. What is this? Why anybody will tell? You tell. Allah will make you what you want. You do not want to become anything. Kita le mitti kar bade kita hote. O dekha jao sadi bala hori result hoile ekta kichu korbo. What is this? You don't know what to do. What Allah will make you. So one day you become something, and people will say, "Askila aso boshin bhai kita hoda." He still says, "Oh Allah aso rakhe." खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा. You have to be strong enough that before that He writes your future, Allah writes our future. Am I right? He asks you what you want to be. Allah बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है. And if you like Shah Rukh Khan, then Shah Rukh Khan says in Jab Tak Hai Jaan, किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुमसे उससे मिलाने लग जाती. If you want something by heart, then the whole universe try to make you that, help it. शिद्दत by heart. कहते हैं कि कोई चीज को शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुमको उससे मिलाने की. So you have to therefore have a own shiddat, and then you become. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
Can you keep asking people
Yes,
how to go to Silchar?
Yes,
How to
sir.
become a lawyer? How to become? You have to see your destination. All big people, they do not big from their mother's womb. Many people struggle. We read later on, IPS officer Muhammad Imran, Maharashtra. He did not have enough money to study, buy books for computer. He worked as a helper in a tea stall. 3 months of computer course শিখিবার লাগি বুঝা আসেন না, বাবে অটো চালায়. His father was an auto driver in Maharashtra. He worked in a tea stall. সার দোকানো মানে আমরা দেশে কিতা বলি পট্টা বাড়ি যাইছে. He is actually helping the tea stall. He was a bearer in a tea stall. To earn enough money, 3 months working, enough money to learn computer. That boy is now the Inspector General of Police of Maharashtra. You go to YouTube, you see those videos. You ask your teacher to show you those videos. A girl from Uttarakhand, Just like village, no direction, nothing. From there she tried hard, without any coaching, anything, became IAS officer. Watch her interview, watch her video. You must have a smart connection. So you can show those videos. One video every week. Make a point watching inspirational videos. Instead of watching anything else, you watch that person. You will see that she's a girl like you. From village of Assam, she is village of Uttarakhand. That is the difference. No guidance, nothing. I'll give you the third example. Shiddat se chaho. I'm giving example of what? From the heart they want to become something. Nothing, no coaching center, nothing, no tuition, nothing. Become IAS officer. Beating 1 lakh students. This person was in jail, Tihar jail. In a wrong case, he was punished for life. Later on, court has said it was a mistake. But lower court, in the first court, has given him life imprisonment. He was imprisoned in Tihar jail. Jail tha kya IAS हुई? Can you imagine? He is in jail. No good book, no teacher, no guidance, no coaching, no good food, no good life, no good bed to sleep. He is a prisoner. But he said, I will become IAS. When he became IAS, government was in a problem. How can you make a prisoner district magistrate? Big problem. But unfortunately, by this time he appealed to the High Court that I was wrongly punished. I was not guilty of this mistake. I did not do it. There is no evidence. So High Court checked everything and set him free. And today that guy who was in jail for 7 years is a district magistrate, Indian Administrative Service officer. सोचिए तो सर যাবজ্জীবন কারাদণ্ড জেল আছে কিন্তু কইছে আমি আইএস হইতাম বহুত মানুষ কইছেন না তোর বেটা যাবজ্জীবন জেল হচ্ছে কাম থেকে ডিসি দিতে বহুত কইছেন ও কাম করতে না করে জেল কাম করা লাগে ও সব সময় বই আরাম দিয়ে আওড়া দিয়ে বাত তাও কাম করতে না লাগে আমরা বালা জানি না হেট রাইট কাম করা লাগে বহুত মানুষ অপমান many people have insulted him because everybody is saying you are in prison for your life যাবজ্জীবন কারাদণ্ড lifetime imprisonment 25 years in jail how can you become IAS officer funny but he did not leave he asked got the books he studied he passed the IAS officer he became IAS in 5 years so you have to think yourself what I want to be knowledge mashallah you know you can do also. These two parties, alhamdulillah, you are in a good school, your teachers are good, they will give you both very high quality, I'm sure. But I cannot give you what you want to be. That you have to ask yourself. Thank you very much. Any question I can answer, otherwise, go back to your home, write down what I want to be. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair.